Greetings to another video. Today we are going to be doing a long-term review of the premium cycling brand Cafe Du Cycliste. I have had this kit for 2 years and I would estimate I've done between 5,000 and 10,000 kilometers in specifically the bibs for that amount of time. So I feel like I've got a good idea of what is good, what I would change about these bibs if you are looking for investing into a premium set of kit. So the kit I'm going to be specifically looking at is the Audax or the long distance collection from Cafe Du Cycliste. Like I say, it is premium, it is not cheap, and I want to be able to share if I think it is worth your money. So first off, the jersey. This is the women's super light jersey. It's £162. The website states that it's built for high summer riding, really thin fabric, reflective, I guess, pipe in there. It's got reflective on the back, and then also at the very bottom there, this is my favorite thing about this jersey is, look at all those pockets. 3 regular, you've got the larger mesh one there, and also a tiny little zip pocket. The women's Audax bib shorts, they retail at £265. And the website says it's got an innovative design, premium fabrics. Each leg is cut from a single section of material, reducing seams and the risk of chafing or discomfort while also providing improved support. The grippers are also part of the single panel, being fully integrated and woven into the fabric itself. The latest female Cytec Endurance chamois features their highest density foam across all pressure points. These leg grippers are incredible. And the top is very, very, very stretchy. So if you are a female with bigger boobs than me, then you'll be fine. So they're the bib shorts, and honestly, the fabric is like, do you know when, I don't know if any of you have done this, but when you go from like wearing regular leggings, like just cheap run-of-the-mill leggings, and then you try Lululemon, you're like, oh my God, this fabric is amazing. That's kind of how the change from like cheaper bibs to these bibs feel. The jersey, the fabric is really stretchy, it just feels really comfortable. You know what? Look at that, it doesn't even move. Look how much you can get in there. 10 out of 10 on pockets, Cafe Du Cycliste. So going for a lightweight gilet, perfectly tapered in at your waist. Let's get out on the road and test it even more. Because you know I've ridden like, what, 5,000 to 10,000 kilometers on it? I wish I could stand here and say that the cost of this kit, specifically the bibs, is totally overpriced, not worth it. You can get, you know, the same quality fabrics for a cheaper price, but I can't because they're just so comfortable. The fabric's really nice. Like these bibs, I feel like you don't ever feel like you've actually got bibs on, if that makes sense. Comfortable, so it's not like you're riding obviously in no bibs. Very, very comfortable, but you just don't feel any seams because there aren't any seams. You just don't feel anything. Like it's just, I just love them so much. But yeah, there are things that I've changed. Jersey, the pockets. These are the best pockets of any jersey I've ever worn. They're so practical, specifically as well for doing Audax longer distance. The one little thing that's niggling me is that. Like it's too flappy. I don't know why there's almost like a collar. This is meant to be the lightweight jersey, and so like you don't need a collar. I just wish it cut there because if you unzip it, it just kind of flaps around. I've just come from Duststones. Now I'm heading up that way up Home Moss. So lots of climbing today. One downside of these bibs is they're not great for tinkle stops because they've not just got like an easy pull down. They do a version of that. Like look, I would actually prefer it just to have like bibs because then otherwise you've got extra step. And because it's quite high up, it's kind of like, it's not the easiest to pull off. And then when I've got loads of sun cream on, when it's hot, I feel like it's gonna rub all the sun cream off. So that's my downside of it. So I'll have a little tinkle, one sec. I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of the ride. I'm cheap. That's where I'm going, down that road there. So the jersey. I recommend this if you are wanting to have a jersey that is good for summer and you want loads of pockets. I do think it's really good for that. And obviously the safety features of the like reflective, very, very nice addition. Do I think you can get a better jersey? I guess it depends what you want it for. That is the they are the best pockets I've ever seen on any jersey. So if pockets are your main thing, you don't want to take a bike bag, or you don't want to be faffing around with like front bags or like top tube bags, that is the jersey to go for. Does that justify the cost? Potentially, if it means you don't have to buy another bag for your bike. I just don't like the collar of it, so it's not necessarily my go-to for long rides. The gilet, I think it's a really nice, small, light, extra little layer if you are wanting to go and descend. Bib shorts, okay. I think these are one of, if not my favourite set of bibs that I own. So if you were gonna ask me tomorrow to go out and do a really long, crazy long distance, they would be my go-to bibs because I just trust them. They're really comfortable. I know I'm not gonna have any issues with them, but my only thing is I don't really love the mesh top. It's just a bit more faffy if you need to go to the toilet. So if you're gonna ask me to go and do like, I don't know, a race, not that I necessarily race, but something that I need to like have quick tinkles in, that wouldn't be the one that I would go for. And they have got a similar pair with this same chamois in just a strap pair, so maybe I'll get them to try. On the actual bibs themselves and the chamois, like the chamois, it actually makes you want to ride bikes. I can't even tell you. So when I got back from that ride yesterday, not even close to feeling like, oh, I really need to get off the saddle for a bit. And I've honestly done all my long distance rides in these. So I did All Points North, the Ultra, which was 1,100 kilometers. Oh, I've done multiple 600k Audaxes in them. They just hold up. Even when you're really hot, when you're really sweaty. And I should just add that the navy blue ones that you've seen, I've not worn as much. I've maybe ridden them for about 1,000 kilometers because I've actually got a duplicate pair, a black pair, which I've worn by far the most. They are the exact same pair. Still not see-through. Can't see anything through that, even when you stretch. So that is the one that I've done around 1,000 kilometers in, and it still looks brand new. However, the one that I've done the most miles in, and to be fair, like they have lasted incredibly well, but I have just noticed like there's almost like a little ridge there. I don't feel that when I'm riding at all, but that's probably something that I will just keep an eye on. It's like same tip for you if you have got really old bibs and all of a sudden you start getting saddle pain, then it might be time to change the bibs, because bibs don't last forever, but the amount of miles I've done in them, I can't be mad at that. I guess they're a little bit more like curly on the edges, if that makes sense, because they've just been worn. When they're on, they still actually fit perfectly. In fact, I'll pop them on now so you can see. And one thing with leg whippers as they get older is they get saggy and baggy. As you can see, like these still fit perfectly well. All the logo is still there, that's not washed off. Sometimes with different brands, like the logo can crack or come off, but that stayed like pristine. I don't think these bibs are worth it. I think you can get cheaper bibs if you want to do shorter distances, so maybe like up to 100k. I think after 100k, I feel like that is when you do feel the effects of having a really good set of bibs and a really good chamois. Let me know which other brands you want me to review, because I will always be totally honest in whether I think kit is good or not, and whether or not I think you should spend your money on it. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next video. Goodbye! Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.